life, while simultaneously accepting that on some fundamental level, the fairness that we seek will never be provided to us, at least not in this world. And I think that's a tremendously difficult question, and it's one thing to think about it intellectually from a distance, and it's quite another thing to think about it when the rubber's hitting the road. And that's what I was trying to do in Alaska. That's why I structured it the way I did, was because I wanted us to know and love and care for Alaska, so that we could puzzle through that together. One last question where everyone was pointing.
In paper towns, when you were like calling everything awesome and signing email best wishes, were you doing that like purposely, like nerd fighters?
Right. Yeah, that's a good question. That's a really good last question. The question is, in paper towns, you called a lot of stuff awesome, and there seemed to be some like references to nerd fighters, and like I clearly stole from stuff that I did in 2007, like breaking into the abandoned buildings in Detroit with M.T. Anderson. I mean, I had the idea to write that the way I did before I broke into those buildings. That's part of why I broke into those buildings. But like I stole specific things I saw there. The answer is that those are not references for nerd fighters. Those are a result of you having spent the last 2 years with me and us being friends. And whenever you read books by your friends, you see them in it, whether you want to or not. My sincere hope is that that stuff doesn't take you out of the narrative too much, because I worried a lot about that in the months leading up to the Paper Towns coming out. I hope that I found a way to write it in a way that makes it feel like you know me, and at times you feel that you know me, but at the same time it doesn't draw you too far out of this story. That's a great last question. I do want to say one last thing before I stop, because God, I love to talk. You're like, take the mic away.